But Darius, we're gonna move on to another matchup.
Yeah.
As you can see on the screen,
Yes, sir.
first matchup of the Western Conference Finals between the Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Um, man, look,
Talk to
the
me.
Dallas Mavericks won the regular season series, 3-1.
3-1.
Draymond Green.
Yeah.
But Draymond Green, however, and man, forgive me, I don't have the exact stat, but he missed, I think, 2 of those games.
He did miss 2, yeah.
Yeah, he missed 2 of those games, so he wasn't there. Obviously, we didn't know about Jordan Poole to this extent, right?
Yeah.
We knew he was solid coming off the bench, bringing you 16, 17, but doing what he's been doing in the playoffs, I know he's kind of fizzled out, but
he's hot and cold, Steve.
He's hot and he's a little streaky.
That's so important. Like people act like that's not that's important. Like which pool are we getting in the Western Conference Finals? Which pool are we getting? Because you give me superstar pool or not superstar, but like star pool. Who he's go get you 30. He's having a blast. He's laughing, He's active on the court. Mavericks are in trouble. But if you give me Jordan Poole, that like this past Jordan Poole where you give me 9 points, you're not efficient, you don't play good defense. I mean, and like to me, the Warriors squeaked by. Steph didn't play good in the past couple games. Klay shot well in one game. Jordan Poole didn't play good down the stretch. That squeaked by, and they didn't like. The Suns are better defensively, like individual matchup wise, and the Suns had no answer for Luka. The Warriors had no answer for Draw. How are they supposed to have the answer for Luka? And Steph's obviously not there. Klay, that is in the old man's body. He would be barbecue chicken. If Draymond goes there, he'd be worn out and wouldn't be able to help on offense. So realistically, we're looking at Wiggins there. And I have some news for you. If Andrew Wiggins is guarding Luka in this series, they better hope Steph is making shots. We better hope, like these boys better hope Steph is back hooping. They better hope Clay. Man, they better hope every game is game 6 for Clay. Because Jason Kidd has shown me he can make adjustments throughout the series and in the middle of a game. And that's going to be hard to deal with because I think Luka is the best player in this series. The one thing that I'm interested in seeing as a basketball fan, as a student of the game, is Jason Kidd's adjustments defensively. D-book pick and roll, we're blitzing. He doesn't know how to handle it. Steph pick and roll, we blitz. Draymond's the release man. Now we're playing 4-on-3, and out of the 4 for the Warriors, 3 of those are Dre, Clay, and Poole. Maybe Wiggins in the dunker spot, or pull out Wiggins in the corner and Looney at the dunker spot. Like now, that's what we're playing with now. And the Suns didn't have a playmaker like Draymond that can pick and roll when they blitz. I can be the release man. I can make a smart decision. I can dribble and get a floater. I can dribble and find the open man in the corner. Or like people that I've watched and I've seen, there's times where he'll catch the release, have an open lane. I'm dribbling to the wing instead. I go dribble handoff into an open 3. So I think having Draymond as the release valve is going to be an adjustment. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be able to blitz Steph the way they blitz D-Book. And Steph has to make shots. He didn't have a great series, especially shooting the ball. Clay has to be consistent, make shots. I mean, the Warriors are favored, but as I said, it's hard to pick against Luka when Brunson is helping the way he's been helping, when Dinwiddie is producing, when Maxey is hitting catch and shoot threes, when Bullock or Dorian Finney-Smith, never the same game, but usually one of them is good for 3 threes. When that's all in motion and all rolling, this team is scary because at any moment Luka can decide, I'm done passing. I want 40. I want 35. And he can go get his and then be like, all right, cool, I'm passing the next couple possessions. Like Luka is, he's tough. He's dangerous. Like Steezy, like he's dangerous, and it's hard to bet against him. That's what this last series is hard to bet against him. But the Warriors are who they are. But Steph, these guys got to make shots, or we're gonna blink and Luka's gonna be in the NBA Finals.
Man, that's a lot to unpack. I feel like for me, the Warriors, I think, are rightfully favorites.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody that's gonna stop Luka. Obviously, nobody's gonna stop Luka. That's just, bro, he's second all time after Michael Jordan in playoff scoring average, 32.6.
Yeah.
And it's only gonna get better. And one of the reasons why the Mavericks are such a threat now is, and you touched on it, Dinwiddie's doing his thing. Jalen Brunson, he averaged 19 against the Suns. But hey, now is actually a perfect time for me to pull out that hot take. I don't know if it's as hot now because I feel like people, the media, fans, they all catching on now. But Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson are a top 3 backcourt in the NBA.
Ooh, Steezy.
Top 3 backcourt in the NBA. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. I was waiting for this one.
Top 3?
Top 3.
And that's such a tough argument because Luka is so high level.
That's what I'm saying. But Jalen has elevated.
That's what I'm saying. Like Jalen doesn't even have to do much for them to even be a top 5 backcourt. Like top 3 is like, okay, Jalen's hooping too. Because Luka,
he averaged almost 20 in this entire postseason. We saw him in Utah again without Luka, 45 without Luka.
Here's what's crazy. He struggled early in this Sun series.
Yeah, that's why they lost the first 2. Even though Luka was
he found something that he found his matchups and he found his spots. And as I said, bro, they go from I feel like Luka, when you have a player like Luka, you have a chance to win every game you step on the court. And then when Brunson goes and gives you 20, that's a gut
cherry
punch,
on top.
Bro. That's a gut punch, bro. Damn, Luka gave me 36, Brunson gave me 20. Damn, would he gave me 17
or 30, in the closeout,
or game set that. That's tough.
Or bro, 8 threes. What was that in Game 5 from DFS? Dorian Finney, 8 threes.
As I said, bro, it's
that's
weird.
Grant Williams.
Him and Bullock don't hoop together on the same games. It's so weird. I don't get that. But one of them is good for minimum 3 threes a game.
Bro, you know what's even crazy? You know what's even crazier?
What?
The Mavs don't even have Tim Hardaway Jr., who was initially their second best player.
He was their starting 2.
Yeah, starting 2 averaging. Bro, he was bringing 20. Yeah.
They were updating him series by series though. Can he come back next series possibly or no?
Nah, bro, he's out for the year. But I forgot,
I forgot what
right? He was. What was that?
It's his
a stress fracture?
I can't remember what it is, but I don't remember what it was. He's been out for so long, I forgot that he even hoops.
Bro, see, look, Dallas is doing all this without Tim Hardaway,
and he's one of their best defenders.
Yeah, he's underrated defensively,
and he's their best shooter, not named Luka.
Exactly, bro. Shooting damn near 40% from 3. There's a lot of volume with that. So he's not just efficient, but there's a lot of volume. He's averaging 20 a game. He's another scoring threat. And so, man, but I can only imagine Dallas next year. I mean, there's rumors about Jalen Brunson potentially leaving to sign a max somewhere else. But if I'm Dallas, I'm doing everything I can to keep him aboard.
Listen, Steezy, hear me on this. Tell me what you think about this, bro. First of all, I want to say Brunson has earned a nice payday. He's probably gone. But what if
Brody, my fault. I'm sorry, bro. I can't let you out the hook because you didn't answer my question initially, so we got to get that out the way.
Oh,
is Luka Doncic? Yeah, is that a top 3 backcourt in the NBA? Right now.
I think what backcourt could I even have over them?
Steph, Clay, D-Book, CP.
No. It's Steph Clay. No, this is not 2014. No, not Steph Clay.
What about when fully healthy? When Clay when he has his legs under him? Because I mean, I'm not saying he's not fully healthy, but he's still a little rusty. He's still kind of, bro. He missed over 2 years. Cut him a little bit of slack. I know he in the league, but cut him a little bit of slack.
No, bro.
No,
bro. A catch and shoot shooter who is inefficient doing everything else on the court. Is not
defensively. Defensively, he was a pest. Stride for stride, on-ball defense. I see, the quickness has been sapped. So defensively,
torn ACL
and torn
Achilles. He is not him on defense. He went from
not anymore.
He is food now. So, listen, no, Steph and Clay aren't like. I'm fine putting them top 3, but as long as we got like that court is tough because there's not too many. Like a lot of them is
not much competition.
I got Harden, Maxey in there too, though.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Stop, bro. You don't believe that.
What?
You don't believe that.
I do believe that.
No, you don't. What? With the Harden that we saw in the postseason, the one, those weren't my words. Lackadaisical, lazy, whatever. Those aren't my words. I just wanted your reaction to that. But my words, my take is that he just, bro, he didn't look like he was trying, bro. Not to the point where he was lackadaisical.
My man had 31 a couple of games. Like, what are we talking about? Like, not
bro, before that was his first 30-point game in 2 months. His last 30-point game was March the 29th against the Bucks. Prior to that.
Yes.
Prior to that
game, yes.
But bro, so how can you say that James Harden? How can we say this James Harden and Tyrese Maxey is the top 3 backcourt in the NBA? How can we say that? Because after what we just saw in the playoffs,
we watched Maxey have his good games too.
Oh yeah, right? Against the Raptors, 30+ point bombs.
I'm just making sure we watch some good basketball. All right, cool. Harden is the best passing guard in the league. That's not up for debate. That's not
better than CP.
Are you
as a pure passer? Pure passer.
Because CP3 spins the ball like this, he's not a good passer, bro. No, Harden's vision, bro. People don't have Harden's vision, bro. Like, are you?
Bron don't got it.
Who?
Bron.
Bron got it, but I think Harden's a better passer than Bron.
No, he's not. Bro, Bron.
Right now, we're talking about right now, bro. We're not talking about we're talking about right now. Come on, bro.
Okay, I mean, you got me there. Then you got me.
Looking at Bron's assist numbers this year, like, come on, bro. We're talking about right.
Last year he led the league in assists.
You said what?
I know it was last year, but he led the league in assists.
Who did?
Bron.
No, last year Harden led the league in assists.
Oh, it was the year before that.
Yeah.
I got my years mixed up.
Look, the Beard led the league in assists. The best pass. Thank you. The best passing guard in the league led the league in assists. Yes. Yes, that happened.
Honestly, bro, let's table that because we was talking about the Warriors in the Mavs. So
real quick, it's not a hot take, but I feel like this is realistic and it can happen. Mavs let Jalen Brunson walk because he went to max. And to me,
say it one more time. My fault.
I said Mavs let Jalen Brunson walk because he wants to max, and he's not a max player. And instead, Mavs bring in a max player named Zach LaVine. Talk to me how you feel about that, Steezy. Talk to me real quick, Steezy. Is that like? I feel like Zach to Dallas would.
It'd be over. It'd be over.
Listen, there's rumblings that he might lead the Bulls, bro.
I've been hearing it.
Yeah, you've been sometimes there's real rumblings, bro.
Bro, I'm hearing that this is a long shot, but the Lakers last summer he signed with Clutch Sports.
Yeah,
I know you don't want to read too much into that, but the Lakers are the Lakers, bro. If they want a star, they're gonna find a way to get that star. As long as that star wants to come to LA. Now, if he's intense on leaving Chicago, you're gonna ask yourself, why might that be? Oh, maybe he wants to win a championship. Maybe he wants to be in an even bigger city. I know Chicago's a big city, but with the Lakers, that's a real championship opportunity. You get to upgrade in city. You get a chance to take over since Bron's only getting older. AD's always hurt. So that's an option. Portland, closer to home, Pacific Northwest. That could be an option. Him and Dame. Bro, San Antonio, boy.
I see LA. I see San Antonio. I heard earlier today Philadelphia, but I didn't really read too much into that. And I heard Dallas, bro. Dallas is the one that to me is really intriguing, bro. Because
I love that,
bro. When I look at someone that can play with Luka and not just go sit and can like really do damage, bro. Zach and Luka, bro, like the amount of wide open threes Zach would get off Luka, and the amount of backdoor cuts to lobs, like.
Transition.
I think the boys would have a party. Them boys would have a party. To me, they'd have a party. But yeah, I can see Zach to LA. But that's the biggest thing though, is if Zach comes out and says, I'm going to LA, make it work, and then the other team, the Bulls have no leverage. They gotta sign and get what they can.
They gotta get THT. Yeah. They gotta get Westbrook potentially. But they probably have to buy him out. But
Hey,
the
THT is hilarious. Hearing THT as a trade asset is crazy. Like,
the Lakers don't have much. I mean, look, if Kendrick Nunn, if he opts into his player option, which I'm hearing that
he's
it's
gone.
likely he's probably gonna be out of here. You can use that salary in a trade.
Yeah, he'll never play a game unless from that brother. That brother will be gone. Steezy. He's like a
hey, I know about Kendrick Nunn too, but I know a thing or two about what he did in Miami.
Yeah, that's where I mean, he played well for you guys when he was in the rotation. I mean, he lost the spot, then he got it back. Like, I don't know. That situation was weird.
It was weird because at one point he was right behind Ja, or he was with Ja in the Rookie of the Year race. I know you remember that.
Rotation. Yeah, that was so weird.
That was just weird. Yeah, it was the playoffs. It was come playoff time. It's on defense, but you know on switches they see Kendrick Nunn on the floor. Oh yeah, that's real barbecue chicken. That's real food right there. I mean,
you can't play him and Harold.
Hero's already a liability, bro.
Yeah, some people tricky.
Exactly, bro. There's a reason why Duncan Robinson isn't on the floor. He's another liability defensively.
Yeah, it got tricky.
Right, but okay. Anyway, but let's get back to Dallas and Golden State real fast. I know you've seen this down here, but before I touch on that, bro, with the Warriors as the favorites, according to DraftKings Sportsbook, to win the series minus 225, what must the Mavs do to pull off the upset?
Luka has to be phenomenal, and the others have to support him. And that's like Luka has to be phenomenal every single game. Doesn't matter the win or loss, he has to be good. And the others have to support them. If they go in and win one game and don't say that's huge, because in Dallas, they're very hard to beat. And in Dallas, the role players usually always show up. So it's difficult to do, but I think, man, if Brunson rises to momentum from this last series, if Dinwiddie stays hot, then the Warriors become very beatable because dudes like Maxi Kleber, they're going to hit their catch and shoot threes. Dwight Powell, like, he's solid. He knows his role. He plays his role. He's solid defensively. We know he's going to crash. We know he's good for a putback dunk or a lob.
Bro, he's literally like a Kevon Looney for the Warriors.
Yeah,
he's a starter, but he's a low-minute starter. He does his thing.
They're gonna his role. They're gonna cancel each other out to me. Like, I don't think
dirty work.
Yeah, neither of them are gonna outplay each other. They're gonna play real similar. They're gonna cancel each other out. And I just think that for me the X factor is Jalen Brunson, and then it's the wings. It's Dorian Finney-Smith. It's Reggie Bullock. Because if Brunson shows up and my wings are hitting threes, we know Luka's gonna get his. Like, Luka's 30 balls damn near guaranteed. Like. Luka's
average more than 30.
Yeah, Luka's numbers are going to be there. So it's, can the others provide? Can the others help it? And if the answer is yes, the Mavs are in a great position. The answer is no, they're not in a good position. But as I said, I'm not going to sit here and say Luka can't win a game or two by himself while the others figure it out. I think he can go steal a game where he goes and gets 45, 46, it's 5-6 assists, and they steal that game and the others figure it out. And then I think for the Warriors, the X factor is it's tough to say. Like, to me, Jordan Poole is the overall X factor because when he's hooping, they become a real dangerous team. When him and Steph on the court together, and they're both like that team becomes even the games where Steph struggles and Jordan Poole's hot. Steph struggles don't matter because Jordan Poole's hot, and to have a player like that is alongside
critical.
Steph is huge because we know. I mean, Steph's great; he's all-time great. But we know what Steph has shown us when it's time. We know what Steph has shown us in the finals. We know what he's shown us in big games. He's shown us that even when he can get his numbers, he's not going to shoot it efficiently, and that's the narrative with him. So having a player like Poole to be able to help with that and pick those numbers up, I think that's monumental. But as I said, Jordan Poole's the X factor, but Steph has to make shots. If Steph's not going to be Steph and Clay is this Clay, if the Mavs stay home, Clay's going to struggle this series because they have wings that can slide their feet, stay in front of him, and they have wings with length that can contest threes. And Steph's going to be huge. And also, I think Jordan Poole, not just offensively, defensively is going to be huge too because the Warriors switch everything. And Luka's going to just call for a pick and roll. And Luka, and we've seen this before, the Mavs will have no problem spamming and hunting the same player over and over again. Right. Luka will do it over and over and over again. He don't care how long it takes either. He will get the switch with 7 seconds left on the shot clock and be comfortable. Like, they will find a way to bring Poole in every action. And he's the X factor. He has to put up points, but also has to be just a solid defender. We're not asking you to shut down Luka. We're asking you to make his life hard.
Can you be serviceable?
Can you make the three really hard? He might still make it, okay, but can you make him uncomfortable? Can you make him struggle? And if the answer is no, and they're gonna just bully Jordan Poole, then that becomes tough because you start blitzing Luka. So that's another high level passer. He's gonna find the open man.
And always gonna make the right play.
Yeah, he's gonna find the open man, and they're gonna make shots. Like Dallas's shooters, they can make shots.
And I mean, I want to add to what you were saying about Jordan Poole. There's a reason why they need him to step up to the plate because Steph, he's still a superstar. I think he's still the best point guard in the game, but I think it's obvious. He's taken a small step back. Like, he just doesn't look like the same sort of Steph. I know this past year, bro, he shot under 40% from three. You know, and that's the first time in his career and where he played, you know, majority of the games. And so he's still a superstar, best point guard in the game, bro. But like you alluded to, I mean, you know, he's had his fair share of games and where he's not really showing up or he's not the most efficient. And Klay Thompson, he's still getting his legs under him. We might only see him in game sixes. And so, you know what I mean? He's not always going to be there offensively. Obviously, Andrew Wiggins, he can be streaky. Very streaky. And so Jordan Poole has got to step up to the plate. Look, when they're healthy, when they're all rolling, they have three potent, you know, offensive creators, Steph, Klay, and Jordan Poole. Dallas, we know they're going to bring that to the table. Luka, Jalen Brunson. Dinwiddie's it looks like he's starting to get comfortable with his role as a number 3. And so Golden State's going to have to come back with 3 of their own unless Wiggins is willing to step into that role. Because like you talked about, bro, this is a real contrast to styles. Golden State, they want to run. Dallas, they're very slow paced. Like you said, they're methodical. They're surgical. Luka's going to hold on to the ball. He's going to hunt He's going to hunt the switches. He's going to whoever's the most vulnerable on the court, he's going to hunt you down. And he's going to take advantage of that every single time. And the crazy part about it is he doesn't need to do that to get his. He could be playing the best defender on the floor and still get his. That's how special he is offensively. So when he's doing that and when he's turning you into food, bro, Jordan Poole, he can't become unplayable because if he becomes unplayable, Golden State's not going to have another reliable offensive option to be able to create their own shot when Steph is struggling, when Klay's struggling. We saw that with Phoenix. When D-Book was struggling, when CP3 was struggling, they didn't have a third reliable shot creator. DeAndre Ayton hasn't ever been that guy, and so I'm not even mad at Phoenix for not giving them the max. We saw that with Phoenix, and so if that happens to Golden State, oh boy, bro, we can see Dallas in the finals for the first time since 2011, and nobody's seeing this coming. Nobody's seeing this coming. So to kind of get back to the whole X Factor thing, I think for Dallas, I don't want this to sound like a cop-out, but any player not named Luka Doncic, as long because we know that he's going to bring 40 plus to the table, right? He's going to bring a triple-double. He's good for it. And so if you have a second option bringing in 20, you know, on 40 to 50% shooting from the field, your third option bringing in another 15 to 20.
Great position. They can get
exactly. And this is a top 10 team defensively. So we know they're going to bring the heart, bring the hustle defensively. Dwight Powell, like you talked about, is going to be a part of that. Maxi Kleber. This team, they can switch when they had to. I think defensively, they're underrated. People don't look at this team as a defensive juggernaut, which they're not, but they're more than capable defensively. Hence the top 10 number.
Agreed.
And so we kind of went on a little rant there, but bro, I want to go back to Luka and how the Warriors, how they plan or how they should plan on stopping them. Like we talked about, second all time after MJ and playoff points per game, 32.7. Bro, how should the Warriors defend him? How should they game plan for him, if that's even possible?
As a coach, my game plan for Luka would be to let him get his, and let nobody else get theirs. Doesn't really matter what the game plan is. He's shown he can score off of when we blitz the screen. He's shown he can make the right play. He's shown he trusts guys, shooters make open shots. So we're not dealing with a guy who can't play make. So like we're not blitzing a guy like KD or Devin Booker, guys that you blitz them, they're primary scorers, secondary playmakers. You blitz them, they're uncomfortable. They're primary there to score. So when they're not able to score, it's uncomfortable. It's not, it's tough for them. Guys like Luka, He'll just make the right play, and he'll make a high level pass. He has good vision. He's a great passer. So I would say we have to just let him get his. And I'm not saying like Olay, let him go to the rim, but listen, someone's gonna have to have this matchup. We're gonna be on the island for the most part. We might help backside. No one's coming off of shooters. We're not helping off a Boelt. We're not helping off of Dorian Finney-Smith. We're not helping off of Brunson. I mean, backside we can help off Brunson if we're gonna rotate. But I mean, he's not a high level shooter. But like Bullock and Dorian Finney-Smith, no, we're not leaving you. Kleber, I mean, as I said, they usually play 5 out. If we're playing 5 out, we're all going to stay home. And I'm telling my defender, whoever's matching up, you know, it's going to be a tough matchup, but you're going to try and stay in front. And we're going to just wear them down. Like, yeah, Luka, you might go ahead and get you 15 in the first quarter. That's fine. But can you keep that pace the whole game? And if you can, okay, cool. Do it for the whole series. But Luka, we've seen games where he has fizzled out when he has to carry the load. We've seen it where he has 35 going into the fourth, but he finishes it with 42. We've seen that before. We're down the stretch, he's gassed. He can't play defense because he's gassed. Offensively, he's not attacking, he's just giving it up. And he's looking for guys to score who haven't touched the pill all night, really. Guys aren't in the rhythm. You know,
they cold.
Yeah, you're supporting Cass, hasn't got no shots up. You're supporting Cass. Jalen Brunson is 1 for 4 right now. Like he's not ready to hoop. He's not ready to take a game over. And for me, that's my game plan. Like Luka, you can get your 40, 45. That's cool. We'll throw multiple defenders at you. Not like we'll trap them, but like we'll let different guys get them at you.
You got bodies.
Looks. Yeah, different bodies at you. We'll let you get different looks. Get played differently. I'll tell my guys be physical because you know even if we're fouling, that'll take something out of you. Like even if we're getting called. And as I said, like I'm gonna take a toll on you game 1, but what about game 5, game 6 when you've been elbowed 42 times?
Right.
Like
you're gonna feel it then.
Yeah, you don't want to be elbowed no more. And I think that a guy like Luka can run out of gas like that. To where, listen, we're just gonna play straight up, we're gonna be physical. What you get. Brunson, you get nothing. Bullock, you don't get nothing. Dorian Smith, you don't get nothing.
They will have those games. They ain't never been on this stage before.
Yeah. And
that's inevitable.
Exactly. And my biggest thing is if we help backside, cool, we can rotate and all that. But besides that, look, you're gonna have to show me you can go get 60 and win a game. Because you getting 30, 40, it's not gonna win you a game if you're the only one that's able to get off. Show me you can give us 60. And if you can keep pace and give us 60, do it again for 3 more wins. I like my chance.
Look, I was just going to add my 2 cents here. I feel like Golden State, a part of what their game plan should be defensively is what they do offensively. I feel like if you're Steph, if you're Clay, bro, we know they're elite off the ball. They're moving all over the place, zigzagging all over the court. I mean, there was that clip that went viral with Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson. They got into this loopity-loop type of action. You seen that? Their little arm. You're right. Klay Thompson's elite off the ball as well. And so Luka, obviously outside of switches, he's going to be spending time, you know, following, chasing Steph, following, chasing Klay, following, chasing Jordan Poole. Coming off all these things. What was that?
You think they're going to put him on Draymond?
No. They're going to do that. They're going to do that for sure. Like I said, bro, the Warriors, they're more equipped than Phoenix to not just because you're not going to stop Luka, but to at least make him work a little bit. You got Kevon Looney. He can hold his own. Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Andre Iguodala once he's healthy. Otto Porter Jr. Even Klay Thompson can spend, you know, a couple of possessions here or there, you know, helping out on a Luka, holding his own against a Luka. And so they have more than enough bodies to kind of make him work throughout the series. You talked about it. He's not going to want to take all those elbows. It's going to get physical. Yeah. Draymond Green, obviously, is going to bother him. He's going to, you know, get away with a few things here or there. So Golden State, they're equipped. Obviously, both teams love to switch. Both teams love to pick and roll. Both teams love to use screens. But, man, all I know, this series is going to be one for the ages, bro. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Dallas comes out on top. For me, I'll go before you go. I got Golden State in 6, bro. I just feel like, you know, while I did say that Jalen Brunson and Luka is a top 3 backcourt in the NBA right now, who knows? He's never been on this stage. I know in college at Villanova, you know, he was winning national titles. And so he just hasn't shown me that in the NBA. And so, okay, if he does show me that, maybe my mind changes. But I don't expect him to fully show up until I see it. Same with Spencer Dinwiddie. I just don't trust these guys. I know there's going to be a couple of games in which Luka's going to have to carry an immense load, and Golden State, they're just going to be too much. And look, we know this, but the Warriors, they have the best home court advantage in the NBA. Yeah. Right? And so they have home court here. I think that's most definitely going to play a pivotal role. Like we said, Luka's going to get his regardless. I just feel like I'm not going to trust the Mavs role players over the Warriors. And on top of that, they got home court advantage, more star power, Golden State in 6. What say you?
Here's what's crazy. Like walking into this, I was also thinking Warriors in 6. And we've been talking about it. We've been going back and forth, Steezy, and I don't feel like that no more, Steezy.
I can't blame you.
I'm rolling Mavs in 7.
I'm
rolling Mavs in 7. I think the Warriors have no answer for Luka. I think Jordan Poole is going to be a liability on defense, and that's going to hinder his offense. I think of all the bodies you named, Draymond Green can give him some fits physically, but Draymond Green is also food on the perimeter with a guy like Luka.
For Luka, yeah. Yes. Not for everybody else, though.
Who? Oh, Draymond? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's no, just Luka, yeah.
Like Luka.
And Wiggins, that's food. And like you said, Clay, a couple possessions. That's a couple possessions of good food, Steezy. Like, if I see Clay on that perimeter and Luka, bro, I think Luka would just clear it immediately. Like, fuck the screen, fuck the play. Like, I got like Clay. Like, listen, Steph and Clay need to just stay away from Luka. And let's just hope Wiggins and Draymond can get the job done. Because Luka's physicality and craftiness, that will break Clay's body down. Clay.
That's only if he's spending more than a few possessions.
You said what?
That's only if he's spending more than a few possessions. Because if he spends just a few possessions, that's not going to happen. What?
Steezy, yeah. Bro. Clay's like Draymond might be able to elbow Luka, but Luka's giving the elbow to Clay, to Steph. Like these are little dudes compared to Luka. Like Luka, listen, man. I think 2-3 possessions of Klay Thompson is 2-3 Mavericks possessions that end in buckets. Like, even if it's not Luka, like I don't see Klay doing like, nah, bro, not this year's Klay. Like next year we might be able to have a discussion. Okay, Klay back, his lateral quickness is back. All right, cool. But right now, I think the best defender for Luka is not playing this series, and that's Gary Payton.
I was gonna say, but we were talking about X factors earlier. Before we move on to the Celtics and the Heat, there's a chance that he might come back this series, and so if he comes back, is that gonna? I don't want to make it seem as if he's that pivotal, and
I think he is.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think he tips the scales?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he's there, because the reports are looking, I think Golden State should be optimistic based on the reports. But if he comes back by game 2, by game 3, does that change the calculus? Are you going Golden State?
I think I'd have to go Golden State in 6 because, I mean, we're assuming that Gary Payton is still in shape and conditioning. I mean, it's his like it's not his legs or anything. So we're assuming he's coming back ready. But I think that's the one person who is truly fearless defensively.
It's from his pops.
Like he really, none of that moves him. All the hoopla and all the extra stuff, he's not moved by none of that. Like he wants smoke, he wants action. And for me, like that's what I want out of a guard, like out of someone that has to guard Luka. Like I want someone who's not scared. And
he wants to guard Luka. It's not even just like, man, I gotta guard him. I want to guard him.
Yeah. And he's a dog, and he showed us, he can hit a catch and shoot 3. He's showing us he's gonna crash. He's the energy guy.
You know how many buckets he gets off of putbacks? He's just sneaking in there, getting rebounds, putting it back up, and everybody's just like, wait, how did he even? Like, where did he come from?
He is huge. So it becomes like early in the series that changes a lot. I do think because as I said, he's not scared. I'm not saying he's gonna come in and stop Luka, but I know that he's gonna try hard as hell. He's gonna make Luka work hard as hell for this.
Oh, 1,000%. And that's just another body to the long list that I brought up earlier.
And honestly, I think a lot of guys want to make Luka work, but a lot of guys aren't able to make Luka work. And I think that is one person that, even though he's undersized, I think he can make Luka work.
He's gonna be a pest. He's gonna be pesky.
I like him.
I like him too. I like him just as much. Again, this video is going to be dedicated to Mr. Todd Nas. While that concludes this video, we have loads of other content. You don't have to stop watching there. Other content on our channel homepage, as well as our social media platforms. And again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for us. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Nothing but love, and Steezy out.